We almost missed Joffre Lakes. Our early start was ruined by the weather, but we decided to try again later, hoping the skies would clear. This is what was waiting for us when we finally made it back. Good morning, guys. Today is pack-up day. It's our last morning in Squamish. Next we're going to be going to Lillooet, which is about 3 hours away from here. But first we're going to be stopping at Nairn Falls, which was actually a place we were meant to camp out, but we cancelled for multiple reasons. So we have arrived at Nairn Falls. It's interesting because we were meant to stay here in the campground for 2 nights, but we ended up cancelling because we found that they were having issues with the water, so there was absolutely no water at all. And then the toilets are long drops, so there's not even like we can use the sinks to wash our hands or to do dishes or to drink water or anything like that. So we decided it was just going to be a bit too much of a hassle, so we cancelled that, and instead we actually found a little motel just for the 2 nights, which we'll be staying at tonight. We just got to Nairn Falls right behind us. It was 1.5 kilometers, super easy trail, flat as, and it was lovely walking by the river. And yeah, it's quite impressive, this falls. The strength and speed flow, or flow speed? Speed flow. Speed flow? Flow speed. Of just the river in general is incredible. Yeah. Feels like it picked up again.
It did. Yep.
Let's rewind a little bit. So this morning we woke up at 4:20 a.m. and we were on our way to Joffre Lakes. We arrived here at 5:30 a.m. on schedule to start our hike. It was meant to be potentially 30% chance of showers, but the whole way through it was pouring. It was 100% chance of rain. So we sat in the car park for about an hour just hoping that the rain would, you know, slow down. And it's not so much about hiking in the rain, it's more so that Joffre Lakes is known for its beautiful views of the glacier and the lake. And so we decided to leave and come back in the afternoon. Oh no, not the rain again!
No.
Gosh!
This car's going slow as.
Is he gonna let me overtake him at some point? So this was our best option. We've arrived actually at the first one now. Oh, it says, why is it so blue? Lake number 1 was the smallest and super easy to reach, like 5 minutes from the parking lot. The second one is arguably the prettiest. It's the bluest, and it's got a lot of the nice pine forest around it, which is really beautiful, and then the glacier behind it. I do think it's super pretty and definitely the best one if you wanted to swim in it. And then the third lake is the very last one, closest to the glacier. It's also beautiful and very dramatic with the glacier behind it. So very worth going all the way to the last one. Oh my god. How is it?
Cold.
It's gotten a bit chilly. We've put on our layers. We're ready to go. Had some snacks and looked at the view. It's really, really nice, but very cold. And the hike is definitely a bit steep on the at the beginning, but after that it's no worries. I think I always think the hike is not as bad as it is after I've done it, but during it I'm definitely questioning a lot of things. I am glad that we left this morning and then came back later in the afternoon, because we would have had no sun and no view, I don't think. So it was worth it. It's also very quiet at this time. It's 5 p.m. right now and we're heading back, and most of the people are either going towards there for camping overnight, and then there's no one really else coming back. So no, it was great.
Yeah, it was really fun. A lot of fun. Beautiful.
Alright, we're gonna head back to the car park, guys. Thank you so much for joining us in this little experience. Yeah, definitely worth the visit, guys. Good morning, guys. We are in Lillooet, a very small town in the beginning of the desert, you could say?
Yeah, of BC.
Of BC. And yeah, the weather definitely has changed since we were in Squamish. It's definitely much drier, much hotter. And yeah, it's a whole different kind of landscape. Even the mountains are more bare. And yeah, it's quite interesting to be only have driven 3 hours and be somewhere so different. But it's been very nice. We're going to check out the lookout of Lillooet, which is actually kind of famous because of how bendy the road is. It's like a complete U, and yeah, but the whole town is just nestled in between all these rocky mountains. It's very, very cool. guys, we have arrived at our campsite, our second campsite of this trip. So we only have one thing to compare it with. And the first thing, it's a bit of an awkward site. I mean, we actually changed kind of like 2 weeks ago sites. Can't remember the reason why, but I am glad that we did that, just because we went to look at the site we originally had and it's baking in the sun. However, I wish I would have changed it to another one because here we have a bit of shade, but it is a little bit awkward because that's our own drive through, but it's mostly gravel. Then we do have some gravelly grass and shade here, which we'll attempt to put the tent in. And then all of this is still ours, but it's not really usable space. So let's see how we get on with this. Blowing that air mattress is so painful. It's worth it for the comfort, but whew, it's a workout, and especially right now it's so hot. It's about 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Luckily we do have a little bit of shade, but when you are setting up everything, it gets hot really quickly. Seb's trying to set up a top right now. It's a bit of a tricky one because we don't have a lot of trees per se, or places that he can touch the top, so yeah, I'll let him figure that out. All right, let's carry on setting up inside. Oh, we are trying a different setup this time with the bed this way. We'll see if that helps. So basically we've got this quilt and that sheet that helps us create a layer of insulation from the ground. So especially that was when it was really cold, but I don't know now that it's hot how if we're really gonna need it. But yeah, the mattress obviously has no insulation, so having this provides us insulation, which means that we don't get the cold from the ground as much, and it has worked really well so far. So yeah, it wasn't its initial intention. We were meant to use the quilt as a comfy blanket, but all right, we have finished setting up the tent, and honestly now it's feeling a bit more cozy. It's feeling more like a campsite, and it's really not as bad as we originally thought. We've got the total shade pretty much on our tent right there, and we've got our top, hold up, we've got our top set up, little chairs. We're not gonna make a fire or anything tonight, but we've got a picnic table which we can move more towards the shade, and then Zeb has the line going all the way to that tree, which actually provides us with something that we can dry our clothing line. So no, it's not so bad, and there's a bit of privacy with these bushes for the other people that are over there. So yeah, honestly it's actually not so bad. Yeah, it's gonna be good. 2 nights, yay! This morning we woke up to a way warmer temperature than what we've been used to. Actually, even yesterday it was nice to be able to sit outside and just chill without having full layers on. It was really nice, and even to sleep without our sleeping bags. Yeah, it was great, and woke up to a bit of breeze, sun, it's partly cloudy, and we are going to be making one of our favorite breakfasts we can make here, which is Mexican eggs, huevos a la mexicana. So yeah. Want me to put all of it now?
Yeah, might as well. Yum. Huevos a la mexicana. Delicious.
The cheese are not spicy.
Nope. Did you do one or two? So weird, eh?
Good morning, guys. This morning we are packing out to go to our next destination, which is Vernon. We keep calling it Vernon, but it's Vernon. And we were gonna go for a little pastry because apparently there's a really nice bakery here before packing out, but we realized it's Sunday, so they open later. So we'll pack out and then go and get ourselves some breakfast. Yeah, shouldn't be very difficult. We don't have that many things out, so yeah. Never turns out the same on camera anyway.
Raining.